My name is Michael Potts. This is where I am today on this sailing adventure from Toronto, Canada, all the way down to the Bahamas. In this episode, we go from Chincoteague, Virginia, USA, all the way to Norfolk, out on the ocean at night. Sailing is not for the faint of heart, and this is one of my most terrifying experiences yet out on the North Atlantic. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I've made it to Virginia, and I'm here in the city of Chincoteague. That's it right there, and this is Assateague Inlet. All right, I'm just outside the marina here. I got 140 feet of chain out in 25 feet of water, and it's just nice and even ground here along the bottom. So if I drag, I'm good. Anyway, let's do a bit of a debrief. Show you what's going on the charts and weather situation. I got this channel marker right here. It's a starboard channel marker. And if you look down there, there's the port channel marker. So technically I'm out of the channel, so the Coast Guard can't say anything about me being here because this is a good spot. So, and I can also, it's like a visual reference point. I can, you know, you can see where I am and if I'm dragging at night, because that boy doesn't have a light on it, but I can still be able to see it. All right, let's go down below and take a look at the charts. Well, I'm actually cooking some taters, Brussels sprouts and carrots. Got me some Texas toast and a really nice expensive steak that I got. Well deserved. I'm having an Anchor beer. All right, so let's take a look here, guys. So, where are we? We came all the way from Toronto, down through New York, Albany, down the canals, spent some time in New York City, came around, was in Ocean City, New Jersey for like a month while I flew home to Canada. And then the last week I've gone all the way down to here, Cape May. And then I was in Ocean City, Maryland for the last couple days, where I helped that Oyster 53. And then now I'm in Chincoteague. So I'm anchored right about here. So let's take a look at what the weather's doing here. So this is actually tomorrow. Okay, so this is now. So it's downwind still. I could have stayed out there, but I chose not to. So this is tomorrow at the same time. Actually, that's 7 a.m. This is tomorrow around 7 p.m. Still a downwind sail. I'm going to try and get into Norfolk and enter the ICW. That's the plan so far, guys. So stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. All right, good morning, guys. So, I'm not sure what to do here. Okay, so I'm in Chincoteague in Virginia, and this is what I'm thinking of doing today. So I'm here, it's almost high tide in 2 hours, which is great because this is a super shallow inlet. And I got 72 nautical miles to Norfolk, which is right there. Here's what the weather looks like. This is now. And that's this afternoon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll be there by then. So you're probably asking, well, what's the big deal? It looks perfect to me. It's downwind. Problem is if I leave now, I'd get there at 8 p.m. tonight, which means I'd be sailing in the dark for like 4 hours. I got something in my mouth here. Let's look at the where I'd be going in the dark. All right, so first option is this marina here, or this channel. I mean, I could probably get in there, and if I didn't feel comfortable there, I could just spend another hour or two and get into here, which is like a naval pier, you know. It's hard to say what I should do here. Norfolk International Terminals. So, I mean, it's pretty clear to me that this is a really well-lit place that ships come in all the time. It's the U.S. Navy, so it's going to be extremely accurate. I mean, I'm trying to talk myself into doing this at night, which you're not supposed to do. So if I left now, I'd get there at 8 or 9 tonight. Okay? Or if I leave tonight and do a night sail, which I'd get there in the light. So what I'm thinking of doing, like, I could always heave to and get a bit of sleep and wait for the light to come. That's an option. But I gotta get it. It's cold here. It's 3.1 degrees right now. The tide is coming in, so I'd be fighting the tide going out. All right, so I gotta make a decision. I'm gonna do that the next 15 minutes and then bring the dinghy up, start the engine, and go. Because let's look at the wind. There's lots of wind. All right, so I made the decision to go. Had real trouble getting that dinghy up because of the current here. It's 60% sail and motor's at full, and I'm only doing 2 knots here. So we're coming out of high tide, so I should be all right getting out of here. It's a lot of work. 3 or 3.5 nautical miles to go and we'll be on the ocean. So it's gonna concentrate here and make sure this happens good. All right. Fuck, this is crazy. I'm just following the boys. This one here. 11 feet 2. Holy, this is nuts. Doing 4.5 knots, so I got the Genoa out. 10 feet. Oh my god. I'm just trying to follow my track in, right? So within 10 feet of my original track. So I should be okay. Man, this is crazy. It's always heart pounding, you know? Oh, 9 feet 7. Jesus. Come on, 10. Come on. 9 feet 7, 9 feet 6. I should be alright. Technically, I've been here, right? So I hope so. Within 50 feet of the GPS position, anyway. Oh, this is one of those times when the safety of the sea is better. Like, I was in that inlet, it was sketchy because of the current. I was always worried, so 12.4. It's gonna be nice to get out to sea and just, you know, relax and know that there's deep water and, you know, I can just go in one direction. Six more boys to go and we're out of this place. At 22 feet of water, I think we're gonna be all right. Just been thinking, like, man, did I ever get my dose of adventure today? It's like every day it's heart pounding, you know? I feel alive, I'll tell you that much. Just gotta get out of here. The safety of the ocean feels better to me. That we're not expecting any crazy weather. It's calm out here. It's not calm, but be all right. So we're gonna be sailing through the night tonight. So I'm gonna try and get out really far and get into Norfolk tonight around 8 or 9 p.m. That seems like a better plan to me. Norfolk's a really big port with a huge entrance. You know, I can heave to if I really don't feel comfortable. But yeah, I'm just gonna get out on the ocean here and just head south. It's cold. Okay, we made it out. We're good now. That's the chart's saying we're on the ocean now. So I'm gonna point the bow south, and we're gonna go to Norfolk. We'll be there tonight around 9 or 10. Going into a port at night. I have no choice but to do that. If I really don't feel comfortable, I'm just gonna heave to until daylight. That's the plan. All right, so 5 knots. We'll be all right. All right. So guys, this is what it's like. You just sit here all day long. Autopilot's doing its thing. Kind of just look out here so you don't get too seasick. We're doing pretty good. 5.5 knots. Between 5 and 5.5 anyway. Looks like we'll get into Norfolk at midnight. It's 9 a.m. right now, so quite a bit of time here left. So I'm just gonna do some reading, watch some YouTube videos. I'm gonna stay close in the shore so that I have a signal so I can watch videos. It's quite easy to do. I think the key here is just finding a good angle where the waves and the sails all work together so the motion's not too crazy, because we are bobbing around quite a bit, right? Can't really tell the size of the waves, but they're huge. I mean, there must be, I don't know, I'd say from peak to crest, some of them are probably 10-12 feet. You can't really see it on camera. But between the troughs, yeah, there's a good 10-12 feet, I'd say. I mean, I don't know if you can you see that? See it? Kind of just riding the waves. So it's supposed to actually get a little calmer tonight. So that could be a good thing, but I might have to start the engine. We'll see. This is it, guys. This is what sailing's all about. I mean, the further I go this way, the more I have to go back that way. So, I mean, it's just a matter of sitting here, you know, having the sails set, and you just sit here. You know, this is it. I'll be out here probably for another 12, 13 more hours. We'll be in Norfolk. And then I guess we'll have to start motoring and sailing Pamlico Sound and get down to Beaufort. You know, I'm considering, like, once we get past Hatteras and through, you know, the Great Dismal Swamp and Pamlico Sound and into Beaufort, I'm considering just doing this, just pointing the bow towards the Caribbean and just giving her, like, sitting out here for days if I have to. You know, that's the key. If you can find a comfortable spot where you can just sit and kind of just, you know, watch the ocean, that's it. You're set. You're a sailor. So I'm glad. This is pretty comfortable here. I don't feel too seasick. I don't, you know, feel uncomfortable. It's a little chilly, but that's okay. But yeah, It's gonna be a little scary when the sun goes down at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there'll be 8 hours tonight in the darkness, which is quite a bit, but I'll just be sitting here and that's it. Oh, look at the size of this wave. Boom. All right. Holy, wow, that was scary. All right, so I had the autopilot on and I was heading in a direction where the chart, it said it was fine. It said it had 30 feet. I got down to 8 feet. I can't even see land. So I immediately went to my port side and it went back up to 30. I looked around, there was birds everywhere. I'm like, what's going on here? So anyway, so holy, there's birds coming close. So a bird right there. So I guess the birds are where the really shallow land is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head out a bit and what the hell, man? This doesn't make sense. It's gonna head out to a deeper part of the chart. And it's about to get dark here, so like, Jesus, man. Last thing I need to do is hit a sandbar out here in the middle of nowhere, literally in the super remote place, and then run aground, right? I'd be screwed. So I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna go out maybe 5 or 6 nautical miles further and go from there. All right. That was scary. Whoa. Alright guys, this is the scary part. So the sun's going down. We're gonna be out here alone and in the dark until 7 o'clock when the moon comes up. Just heading further out to sea just because we got pretty close in there and it went down to like 8 feet. And I can't even see land, so that's a little scary. So we're at 40 now, so we should be all right. So, man, the waves are huge out here. It's crazy. It's probably 15, 16 foot waves. I got the Genoa up, full Genoa. Running the engine right now just to top the batteries up. Got all my nav lights on now. Holy, look at that, eh? Wow. It's surfing down waves. Alright, so plan is to get into Virginia, into Norfolk tonight at 10:17. Probably later than that, more like 11, because we're going fast right now because I got the engine on. Oh, look at those waves. Alright, so I'm gonna be in a shipping lane. So it's a big port there, a military port. You gotta be careful. So what I'm gonna do is give myself a wide berth for the edge of this little area here. And kind of head in and around there. That's the plan so far. Oh, look at that. Woo, it's surfing down waves. Oh my God. Wow. These waves are huge out here. It's a little scary. I'm gonna check the weather one more time right now. We should be all right. I'm just gonna go far out and we'll be all right. Alright, so we're just getting into Chesapeake Bay right now. It's almost 9 o'clock. And I'm just about to go, there's like a tunnel just about to go over the tunnel that the cars go under. I just passed a huge ship and I talked to him on the radio. Anyway, we're on schedule. Looks like we'll be in Norfolk by 11, maybe midnight, anchored. Oh, it's pretty good. This is what it looks like. Probably can't see anything. It's really massive waves out here still. Big 20-footers. So hopefully we'll be anchored within the next couple hours here. I'll make it safe. I'm hoping so.
That's it for this episode. In the next episode, we take Evie into the ICW, past the naval dockyards, and head down and into the deep parts of the Dismal Swamp and the inside of Hatteras. Leave me a comment below. I always answer all my comments. Let's get a conversation going about what I'm doing here. And remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Captain Michael, out.